What's up, fams? If you're wondering about the fucking snapback, I know this is not my color. It doesn't look right on me, but I just got some new shoes and the hat came with them. I like the hat. It says S on the back. I think it's pretty sick. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the time I sliced my finger open. I don't think I've ever told this story on YouTube before, so this will be cool. So anyway, I don't know if you guys can. Oh well, you're definitely not gonna see it now. There's like a I don't know, pen ink or something on this finger. But if I can find a picture of it, I'll post it on Instagram or something. But I'll like try to get it. I know where it is, so yeah, like there's like a mark right there. You're not gonna be able to see it. But anyway, so like I know where it is, and I can like look at like my fingerprint and see the line along which I accidentally cut it. And in fact, I'll outline it. Give me a second. Okay, so I grabbed a little thin marker. And you see that line I made right here? That, but thinner because it was like a pencil sharpener blade. That is where I cut my finger. Alright, let's get into the story. Okay, so set the scene. It was last year, Maryland. So one of my friends had a knack for taking blades out of pencil sharpeners and using them on themselves in ways that were not pencil worthy. Anyway, so I ended up snatching one of these blades and playing with it with a pencil. I was sitting there doing this shit because I actually have one. Wait, come on. I'm not trying to cut myself again. Okay. So I was sitting there doing this shit. Right? Had the fucking, where's the sharp end? Here. Had the fucking blade like this, right? Sitting there whittling away at a fucking pencil doing this shit. But the way I was doing it was angled downward. I'm gonna put the camera, let me move the base. Just drop the base. Alright, 1 second, guys. Alright, so I was sitting there like this, right? You can kind of see where this is going when you're looking down. Let me see if I can kind of. When you're looking down at it from like this angle, you can't really see it, but you're seeing the opposite of it. You can kind of see exactly where that line is, too. So you can see that I actually do remember and can see where it changed my fucking fingerprint. I just was doing this shit. Holding it. Fucking chunk at it, right? Missed. And keep in mind, I was digging in and out of the pencil, right? So I was actually like making like a shape or something, right? Missed the pencil completely and just and sliced my fucking finger open. Like, when I say open, there was a lot of blood. Like, I didn't know exactly how much. I'm laughing now because I still find it funny, but I literally did not know how much blood there was until a second later. I'll get to the end of that story. That's the end of the story, so I'm not going to tell that right now. Alright, so I'm sitting there like, ow, fuck, that hurt. Right? And I look down, blood. I'm like, oh shit. I'm not going to explain to the teacher what I just fucking did. Because 1, that could be considered a weapon. 2, I could get suspended for that shit and I already did something stupid enough. 3, that's just really embarrassing. So I was like, I was thinking it over in my mind, panicking and shit. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Where's some paper? I grabbed some fucking notebook paper, wrapped it around. I'm gonna act this out too. Where's my fucking notebook? I grabbed like 3 sheets of notebook paper. I'm only gonna grab 1 because this is my paper. I'm gonna do what I fucking want. And I took my fucking finger, did it like this. I just crumpled it around my finger and held it just like this in my book bag, like undercover shit. In my, oh man, like I could feel like my finger getting warm and all like sticky in here, just like it did. So like I held it like this with like 3 of them on it, so like I can wrap it really tight, right, trying to stop the bleeding. So I held it in my in my book bag so that like no one could see it. I was right-handed anyway, so I just did my work, whatever. Whole time feeling my finger get wet. When I say wet, I mean like this is how much blood there was. Like my finger was fucking like wet. And I was like, oh shit, I'm losing a lot of blood. So then like it was like 30 minutes before class was over. Like this whole thing, there was like probably like 10 minutes left. I mean, 40 minutes left, you know, 10 minutes, whatever. By the time the bleeding was getting bad, there were 30 minutes left in class. So I was sitting there like, fuck, man, this time has got to go by fast because I am bleeding and I feel like I'm about to throw up or pass out or want both, man. I don't know. So like, I'm getting worried. Like, I know I'm not going to bleed out and die because you're not going to bleed out and die from your fingertip. Your finger will probably get clotted up by your body before you'll bleed out and die from your fingertip. So I was like, okay, I know I'm not going to bleed out and die, but at that same time, I'm losing some blood here. So so I just sat there, did my work, waited, waited fucking 30 minutes for the class to be over. We're into the fucking beeline for the bathroom. Oh my god. Beeline for the bathroom, right? And when I get to the bathroom, I try to take the paper thing off, right? I just took it off and threw it away. But I tried to take it off, right? That shit was stuck to my finger. And I got scared. I was like taking it off really, really, really fucking slowly. Trying to just like make sure that if I take it off, it's not gonna like peel something up and then it starts bleeding again. Still, whole time like kind of tired as shit, like drowsy, fucking a little bit dizzy. Still feel like I want to puke. Oh my god. So then I get the papers off, put them in my book bag. I kept them for a while. I don't know why. Because there was a lot of blood on them probably. But I washed as much of the blood off as I could. There's still like a little bit like on my fingernail and stuff like that. I thought it was gnarly as fuck. So, you know, and then it just left this kind of scar there and I was like, whatever. So this is where I started feeling bad. This is the stupider part. When I left, right? When I got out, I stepped out, I slipped on the fucking floor. Literally, the floor was wet, didn't notice it, didn't notice the wet floor sign. Actually, there wasn't a wet floor sign. They put it out when I fell. And the nurse just happened to be walking by when I slipped and fell. I don't know how this nurse didn't notice a still slightly bloody finger, a scarred finger, a freshly scarred finger at that. I don't know how she didn't notice that I was drowsy. Maybe she thought I was high and like at that school like a lot of students were, so she just didn't pay no mind or whatever. But, you know, she didn't notice that I had fucking cut my finger open. And she was just like, "Are you alright? You fall?" And I went back to class, and I went to my next class, and it was all, you know, just Gucci. And then like I remember like my finger was sore for a long ass time because like I had been playing guitar every day. I still do, but like I was, you know, practicing, trying to get better, as I still am. And I played every day. I still do. I just said that. But anyway, I stopped for like 2 weeks because the tip of my finger hurt. Like, you can see right where that is, across right here, right where that scar is across here. It hurt because I had to fucking press down on metal strings while my finger was still scarred, while that shit was trying to heal. And I'm just sitting over here trying to play, trying to look inconspicuous, like, oh, why haven't I heard the guitar in 2 weeks? Shit, no, you're right. Alright, so I need to, like, do what I can do to, like, not make it obvious. I just size my fucking fingers. I don't want to explain that either when I get home. So I'd fucking, like, would play like I'm fucking doing everything with a bar chord, playing, like, simple shit. But, you know, 2 weeks went by, it healed up, the soreness went away, and now the only thing that's still there, the only reason I can still show you exactly where that is because my fingerprint is changed from that. Like, I can see where my fingerprint used to be, and there's like crevices, right? And I'm like, well, I know what that's from. That's fucking crazy, man. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I got cut again on my hand here, but this one didn't hurt as bad, 2 didn't bleed as much. You guys can't see it that well. 1 didn't hurt as bad, 2 didn't bleed as much, and 3 was still my fault because someone threatened me with scissors, and I was like, if you're gonna threaten me, you might as well cut me. They cut me, and it bled a bit. I laughed a lot. But yeah, that's the story of the first time I ever fucking, the only time I've ever sliced my finger open. Yeah. So, like, comment, subscribe if you thought this was entertaining. I thought it was pretty entertaining. And, if I can come up with any more crazy story, I got another crazy story for you guys. But that'll be tomorrow's video, so... Laters!